What's rocking, guys? Welcome to the first episode of Season 2 of my FM 2020 Aston Villa save. So, obviously, staying in the Premier League, barely, honestly, a terrible second half of the season. After that first season, we had a good amount of transfer funds. I haven't really spent all too much of it, though. You can look at the finances, transfer budget. We still have a fair amount left, actually. That's something I could definitely get some help with, maybe trying to improve. I think like I said before, fullback is probably definitely an area of improvement we can go for because we have some pretty good young players here. You can see one player I did purchase, and Gilbert, Target are definitely areas we can improve over, but we do have pretty good young center backs. I think the midfield is decent. We have Grealish, Trezeguet, Podence, who did buy. Had to pay a fair amount for him. I think I probably could have got him for a lot less, and I think that was kind of a story of a lot of my transfers. In all honesty, we'll take a look at the transfer history so you can see all the moves that we've made. I did kind of pay quite a bit for this wonder kid right here. He is only 15 years old at Monaco, but I like the 16 determination. And he already has like 15 tackling, but his mental attributes are decent. I overpaid a little bit. It said I went over the estimated cost slightly, but if he pans out, he could be a decent player. He obviously won't join the team till next season, though, being only 15 years old. So that is one of the transfers there. We can take a look at the whole transfer history. Quite a few players left the squad also. So the biggest transfer was Daniel here, the Wolves winger, who actually had a pretty good performance recently. I believe it was in real life. And he has high determination with some really good dribbling, first touch, technique, a decent physical attributes. Work rate is kind of above average along with off ball. If we can improve him a little bit more mentally and with some of the passing attributes and crossing, I think he could be a really good addition to the wing. So that is the kind of the big money transfer we made. David Carmo, I don't think he's gonna pan out possibly to what I was hoping to be. We do have, and I did told you guys we did get rid of John Terry, and Pablo Manosovic has 16 judging ability and 16 judging potential. So as an assistant coach, he obviously gives most of the reports. And that was the main thing. I needed an assistant coach who has much better judging ability and judging potential statuses for the players that are currently in our roster. And I think that could end up helping us. That could definitely, I feel like, end up helping us in the long run, having a much better scout. So a player I might have just kind of overspent on. The board made some transfers for younger players for me also, like this young player Alex Denny. He's probably not going to be an amazing player, but we could probably get some money off of him on a free transfer. It looks like potential going to being at least at an okay level. So we'll see how that works out. A lot of depth needed anyways for the second team. Did end up making me pay 160K for this guy right here, Jaden Onan, and he's not really good. I mean, the board wanted to make that transfer. I should have just canceled it myself. Victor Nelson, I might have overpaid for him slightly, but I mean, 7 million. He's valued now at 17.75. So the board really wants us to kind of make these transfers to try and kind of develop and then transfer them for a profit. So that's the kind of transfer he is. He gives us depth both at center back as a ball-playing defender. He's pretty good on the ball, and I like the fact his 14 determination is not too bad. So he can fill in that ball-playing defender role as well as in that center mid spot or defensive mid. So he gives us depth as a 21-year-old, and he has his first cap at the Danish center back / center mid. A young player I brought in. He's kind of a backup goalkeeper possibly, and nothing big there, but. One of the guys I'm hyped for is Abil. We signed him on a pre-contract, and he played very well in the preseason. You can see 1 goal, 2 assists. So I think he's going to end up fighting for some minutes here. And we had some good young players coming back on loan, which we'll take a look at. And we go into this kind of just a little squad update. And he has good potential. Determination 13. Decision making needs to be a little bit better. He's at championship level. And he can play both center mid as well as attacking mid. So we'll see how he performs there. And one of the younger players, Broshinsky, probably just going to be a guy we try to maybe develop and sell unless he proves a bit more with these off-ball work rate and passing, because he's actually has some good other attributes, but he needs to improve in some of those areas of his game. And Berami, kind of a veteran player I just want to add to the squad, maybe help with the locker room. He has really high leadership, high determination. I could definitely have him mentor some of the younger players. That's what I plan to do with him. So that's why I'm keeping him around, and just because of extra depth anyways in the midfield if someone ends up getting injured. A couple other players, Tanner, kind of another player you can maybe develop. He was a Manchester United youth product. Has good work rate, determination is decent. So if he develops, we can a little bit more. We can sell him, maybe get some profit. Pretty much the same with some other players here. That's a transfer the board made for me also. And then a couple of guys I brought in for a little bit more depth also. Alex Pinto, a fullback I got for, was it 425K, but he's valued at 2.4 million, and he had really good mental attributes. So that's the main thing. He can grow a little bit more possibly over that potential with his high determination. And you could probably, we just need depth at the right back spot anyways. And I probably need to upgrade in general though, Gilbert and Target at the left back. So, but at least we have a little bit more depth in that spot, because I need Konsa always in that center back role now, because he's pretty much better than Engels. It's been confirmed by our assistant coach. And another backup midfielder I brought in here for the defensive mid and midfield spots. Another cheap option, and he has actually pretty good potential. So he could end up being decent. He needs to improve a little bit more. They said he is unlikely to improve in the future, but I just wanted to maybe take a flyer on some players. I mean, his 15 determination was the main thing, so I think he can maybe get to that potential and maybe higher. So that rounds out the transfers in. Nothing too huge. Obviously, Podence was kind of the bigger money transfer, but really that's not too expensive in my opinion. We still have a good amount of money left. A lot of players we sent out here. Most of the players who didn't really contribute at all. Orjan Nilan, 2.7 million for him for a backup, for a reserve goalkeeper. 1.8 for Kalinic, reserve goalkeeper. Antonsen, a youth player that they kind of made me sell. He has 5 determination, so I think this could work out. Low determination is usually bad for youth players, so we got a 1.5 right away and a possible 5.5. And that was a guy who came from our youth intake, literally came in like March. So he was sold right away. He's supposed to have potential. Keenan Davis, we sold to Wigan. Didn't have any plans for him. Lansbury literally sat on the bench the whole time last season for 825K. And then we actually sold El Mohammadi to an Egyptian squad, an Egyptian league team. So he's going back home. Looks like he'd be in his final years, wants to go back to his home. So pretty much rounds it out. Borja Baston was actually very highly coveted. I understand why. He has pretty good mental attributes, but I mean, I could have probably kept him around. When I look at that, 27 years old, he might be hitting his peak. Might be one that I regretted letting him go on a free, because he was pretty highly coveted by some squads, but we'll see how that goes. Jota didn't really play for us. We let him go on a free, and we got a lot of young players out on loan that we're going to try to profit off of eventually. I mean, guys who I really had no plans for in this season, or not for a season or two. Taking a look at the squad here, we'll see what we have in mind. I definitely want to keep just that whole tiki-taka look going. That's the main thing. Obviously, you guys have seen quite a few of these players. He Gilbert, Konsa. Konsa he improved a lot just from the little time he got here. 4-star potential ability is what he has. The dressing room, he doesn't fit in too well in the dressing room apparently, but he has been incredible since he stepped in after Engels had an injury last season, and that's really his to take. 22 years old, and he got a lot of games in last season. He improved very quickly, so we'll see him continue to fit in that role next to the big man Mings here. Hoping to maybe see him improve a little bit more, but he's actually declining in the composure apparently. He had a very good season last season though. So you see how it performs. Target is coming back from an injury, of course. Liko Giannis stepped in really well for him, who's a player I signed the previous season to kind of fill in that role while he was injured. So I do think left back though and right back, like I said before, are positions we need to improve for sure. That's something we will target. Something we need to target really. McGinn had a really up and down season last season, but there's actually a $40 million, I think it was a $40 or $50 million offer that I accepted for him from West Ham, but he turned down the contract. He wanted to stay at Aston Villa, so I was by all means I was thinking about letting him go, but he wants to stay on, so we will keep that going. Hurahan had an incredible season last year. His passing ability was wonderful for us, and he keeps improving. Even though he's 3-star, he played completely above that level for sure. Completely played above his current and potential ability says he would be at. Of course, Podence, a guy signed. You guys saw him before. 4-star potential ability. Hopefully, he can reach that. Grealish, he was very inconsistent last season, but of course, he has that high potential. He got injured again during the preseason. He's always getting injured. He's always injured, it seems like. Hopefully he can perform well. He's probably not going to go the full 90 in this first match of the season. We'll probably sub him out for Nakamba or something. Trezeguet, again, was very consistent last season. He's going to be playing in a more comfortable role, though, being on his more comfortable left side. So that's good for him. I think he can maybe perform better in that role. We'll see how he does. In kind of inverted winger is what I'm hoping, as what I want him to play as. And hopefully he can be more consistent, because that was the main issue with him. And Samata had a really good end of the season last season, and he's been performing better in training than Wesley. Wesley has the higher potential ability, but Samata is performing a lot better in training. He's the hot hand from last season, and we'll keep him in that role. We definitely could try to upgrade over him or Wesley in the future if we can find some. We do have some really good young players on the bench. Like you guys saw AB and Nakamba. It's unfortunately looks like he might be dropping off slightly. But that's more because of his injury. He's also another player who was injured. El Ghazi, Douglas Luiz sitting on that bench. And a couple of young players that I'm really... of course, Luiz, if we'd have lost McGinn, I would have just had him slot into that box-to-box midfield role. He got some opportunities last season, 6.71 in 16 appearances. He's a bit inconsistent. Pretty inconsistent, honestly. That was the main thing. Callum O'Hare, a guy who coming back from us on loan, he had a pretty good offer. I was thinking it was like $5 million from Fulham, but he can play attacking mid. He can play on the wing as an inverted winger, and I think he's going to get some game times. He's going to get some game time this season off the bench, as well as in cup matches, and probably get some starts from time to time. And Wesley, he's been completely awful in training, just been terrible in training, and that is the whole reason why he is on the bench for this first match. I even actually had to tell him to step it up. So we'll see how that goes with him. We got, of course, some other players in the reserves who are pretty promising. Liko Giannis played well last season. Played fairly well. It could be tight with him and Target for the left back role. Jake Doyle Hayes, interesting player. I think we may try to loan him out after we get him that cup game coming up. Or we'll see what happens. But he has decent potential ability, possibly. His current ability is not too bad. But I'm keeping him around to get some training going with the first team, see if he improves. If not, we will loan him out. So you guys saw Pinto, Berami, Engels injured again, is giving that opportunity with the injury to Konsa. I think Konsa really cemented that center back spot in general. Then a couple other young players who are promising. Hepburn Murphy. He's kind of going to be your third striker. I'm going to try to loan him out, though. He has only 10 termination. I think maybe if we get a transfer in for him, you might have to accept it. But he has some decent physical and technical attributes, but the mentals aren't the best right now. Definitely aren't the best. Something to keep in mind with this for sure. But you'll probably get some game from time. Get a game or two. I'm not sure though. I would like to loan him out. Then Aaron Ramsey, the 17-year-old. He could end up panning out, but he may not end up being good enough. But we're gonna get him some games with the under 23s. I might try to loan him. Then Hogan, I'm trying to sell him, but unfortunately they would not accept him. They had a good season in the championship actually. 14 goals, 3 assists is not too bad, but no one seems to want to purchase him. So we can't. It looks like we might not be able to make any money on him until later on in the season or something. We'll see what happens. So with that, is there anything else you want me to address with the squad? We'll do that in the next episode as we face Liverpool to start out this season. So this could be an interesting matchup. Like I said, we'll possibly move Nakama to that center defensive mid spot. Might have to move him to that for Grealish. Once Grealish goes maybe 45 or 60 minutes, we're going to try to get him back into fitness. Obviously, I want to see how he performs in that cam role, that number 10 role compared to out wide. He was still pretty much our number 10 out wide also, but He was pretty consistent last season again. Like I said before, Grealish was very inconsistent. So that's something that needs to change for sure if you want to perform better in general this upcoming season. So for some reason, it's been taking forever for me to load up matches. So I'll see you once the match begins. All right, so I told him nobody expects us to get a result, so just go out there, enjoy playing without any pressure on you. Enjoy it. Come on, guys. No comment. He's good to go, blah, blah, blah. Let's get this game going. Should probably maybe change. Okay. Oh my God, they almost scored 12 seconds in. They almost scored 12 seconds in. All right, I already got to change this a bit. We're going to go cautious. We're going to go standard. Yeah, we'll go cautious and standard. I think we'll go a little bit less pressing so that way we keep shape more. I'm thinking they have Dybala now. Oh my God. What a ball. Ooh, that was a good block. Also though, it was a really good block. So this corner kick, second ball. Oh, that should have been a goal probably. Probably should have been a goal. We're going to try to play out the back. Hopefully this does not backfire. Trezeguet, okay. Run at him a little bit. Liverpool did win the league also. Target. Okay, the highlight just stopped. We got a corner at least, but nothing came out of it. Oh, okay. A free kick from Dybala to go 1-0 up 7 minutes into this match. Probably not the best way to start the season is playing against the team who won the league and added even better players to their squad. Like, really, man? No, there's no reason to foul right there. Is it going to be another free kick goal? Come on. At least keep it respectful. Well, at least we could get some younger players some minutes if this gets out of hand, I guess. I don't want this to get out of hand, though. I would like to have our morale be decent to start the season. Oh, good job. No composure, man. Let's have a little bit more composure. Good job. Oh, okay. We're defending fairly well, though. I have to say that. We're defending fairly well. No one's playing completely awful. Our set-piece defense is definitely a bit shocking. They could have scored quite a bit on set pieces. I think we have pretty good shape, though. Oh, what a ball. Polens. Oh, put that across goal. Put that across goal, my man. Oh, my goodness. Put that across goal, baby wingers. Why can't you sweat in this game? That was actually a really good pass, too. It was a good switch of play. Very good switch of play. Just notice I did play a couple players in the friendlies for the U23, so some of the guys on the bench had low condition, but that's fine. Main thing is trying to get match fitness up to par right now, and 2-0, 32 minutes in. Ooh, we had one pretty mild, half kind of chance right there. That's fine, though. That's fine. Grealish struggling, not surprised. We could get Hayes in, though, to get some minutes in this one. Okay, maybe get some players' debuts out of the way. Not much composure from Konsa with that pass. I mean, they are pressing hard. They're definitely pressing very hard. And that was nearly another goal there, 40 minutes in. What is that pass? Hurahan, good work. McGinn, going back to keeper. Okay, Grealish. Oh, what a ball. Great overlap right there. Great overlap. Hurahan, Grealish, Polens, McGinn. Ooh, stings the keeper. That's not... Okay, that's good play. That's promising. That's good play. That is decent play. Okay, that's another goal. That's a terrible set-piece defending. We got to definitely work on that. It's not the best way to start the season. Probably taking an L against Liverpool like this. Not ideal after the way last season ended. Show me something else in the second half, boys. Show me something else in the second half. Because the main issue was morale, man. At the end of that season, our morale was super low. Like, we have the simple options in front of us. We got to keep it simple, boys. Keep it simple. Trezeguet back in the middle. McGinn, Hurahan. What a ball. Is he on? Oh, some composure there. Come on, man. Finish those chances, baby. Okay. Probably 60th minute we'll get in some of the younger players, get them a little bit of some opportunities here. Probably go with O'Hare, Nelson, Louise or something. Okay. Come on, Grealish. Put this in, Daddy. Okay, that's a counterattack. It's all good. Oh, great tackle though. Great tackle. Samata, Grealish. What was that pass? Keep it simple, honey buns. Like, look at the composure they have on the ball compared to us. Just a whole nother level. Something we need to eventually attempt to get to. All right, I'm not risking Grealish injury with Grealish. Bring on O'Hare for him. McGinn has been McGinn has been awful, so I'll get Luis on the pitch. Get O'Hare on there. What is O'Hare's best as? Advanced playmaker. So put him in that role. And that's good. That's exactly what I wanted to get rid of. I was honestly fine with selling McGinn for that money because, man, he is inconsistent. I just can't get the most out of him. If there is another transfer offer that comes in for him, I would definitely want to take that because I can just not get solid performances from him. Maybe he's better as a deep-lying playmaker is what it is. Should be off. He should be off, yeah. Definitely should be off there. I'm sad because we should be performing a lot better, Mukai. Samantha, dud of a performance. I mean, it's now a 6.6. It's better, I guess. Still pretty bad, though. Still trying to play out the back, though. That's what we got to do. I think we'll be fine against some of the better clubs. I mean, some of the lesser clubs. I mean, this is the best club we'll be playing this year, probably them in City. Them City, like United. Robertson, all the space in the world, man. Maybe I should have stayed with the high line. I don't know. I just thought maybe I need to be more cautious. I don't know what you guys think. What is the best way to approach these type of matches? Samada, run at the D. Put it across. Across in general, man. Across. Not a shot across. A pass across, Daddy. Nelson. Just want to get these guys some minutes, so that's fine with me. Just do whatever God's guiding you to do. Honestly. All right. Let's get some players some minutes here. This younger guys with some decent potential because 3-0 is not too bad, though. This could be worse. I mean, as soon as I say that, I'll probably go to 4-0. But it's all good. Like, we can beat the press as long as we do not play stupid, is what I'm really starting to see. Luis, he just had to put the ball across or something. I don't know what he was thinking. Mane, so they got them numbers. Robertson, that's a good ball. Looks like we could have a counter there. O'Hare's actually had played fairly well. That's good to see. If we can find, I was actually really trying to get a couple of right backs, but they would not want to play for me. Was the problem. So that's something that's a difficult ask, I guess, to get quality fullbacks that want to play for Aston Villa. It seems like I gotta really just try to come across a gem or something. Is what it seems like. But 3-0. Oh, damn it. Oh, I should have not said that. The players look far from inspired. I should have not said anything. I just left it as it was, man. Left it as it was, but at least we'll be playing against some against some not as difficult opponents coming up, I'm guessing. That probably was not the best team talk to end the match, though. Well, I just always screw up team talks, man. I always screw them up. I just want to see like the squad morale now. Did I really screw it up? Locker room atmosphere. A couple players are kind of leaning downwards. Luis is not very happy. What is he not happy about? Unhappy with the volume of quickness training. Okay, I'm sorry. But yeah, hopefully next match goes a lot better. We actually got some loan offers in for Hepburn Murphy. He was actually playing the championship last season, so I mean, I would much prefer him to see him either in the Scottish Premier League or a championship side, to be honest. That's fine. Means close to triggering clause. We would have to pay Bournemouth $1 million. That's fine with me. I'm gonna send assistants, and we'll take a look at the schedule. We'll see what we have coming up here. So we've got this cup match. We play West Ham, Southampton, Leeds. That'll be interesting. So we'll try to get into. We'll probably play these two matches against Burnley, Norwich is what we'll go with. I'm thinking we'll go with that for next episode, guys. It was obviously not the most ideal team to start out the season against. For morale's sake, especially, hopefully we can bounce back against West Ham at home. Hopefully we can bounce back against them. But that, guys, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for your love and support, my beautiful Chalupa lovers. Hit that like button if you haven't. Thank you for tuning in. I love you. I'll be signing out now, and I'll catch you guys later.